of the Starship shooter game. So this one's going to focus more about how we incorporated sounds into the game manager and how some of the sounds work. So for this one, we'll go into the options and we'll turn down some of the volume. So I don't want music playing, I just want to hear the sound effects for right now. And we'll go back and we'll go to play so we can hear just the sound effects of shoot, and then on impact, and then on destruction. Oopsie. That's the destruction sound. Just if they go out of bounds, it kills them before they get to make a sound. Trying to see if we can hear any more. We'll go on the hit, and then on shoot, and then on destruction. You can hear the hum whenever you get close to the game objects, and when you drive away, it gets quieter. That's one of the things. So when you're close to an object, it'll be able to hear the music. When you shoot it, it'll shoot. When you hit it, it makes a noise. And when you destroy it, it makes another noise. And then so we can see each one of these menus has an audio source on it. And through the audio sources, there's going to be like a 2D sound. This one plays on awake, so as soon as it starts, and then they loop. So if you ever just stay on the actual menu, it's not going to stop. So like if you walked away or something, they'll just be continuously playing. And we can see that there's different music on each one when we press play. So this is our title screen. We continue into a main menu. Credits has its own. Options has another one. And then they're controlled by the music or master is like the both of these combined. And then SFX is more just like the shooting and the sounds that we did in the beginning of the video. And as we can see here, we have them exposed here, and when we come up to our game manager, we can see that they're exposed right here. And for our play clip point, we have it here in our target death. So this is the one that plays it whenever they get hit or the death of the target. So this is the one where it explodes, and so it makes a little noise right at the close to the end. And for our play one shot, I think it's shooter bullet has a play one shot whenever I made a little sound with my voice, a little pew, and I hyped up the pitch for it. And for the audio settings, which is the sliders that we mess with on the options menu. So here we have all of these, and they actually so this one is to make sure it doesn't fall below 0, because I was having an issue to where if you mess with the slider, it dropped to -80, which is silence, and then Unity wouldn't let me bring it back up. But so their names are initiated here. I have them as exposed parameters on the sound mixer. Maybe. Yeah. Here's I renamed a master volume, music volume, and SFX volume. It's going to be the same ones that we're going to see here on, dang, real close on that one. It's the same ones that we're going to see on the actual canvas for the options screen. And then for the code, it's as we're adjusting the values, so that we put on value change which will be another thing that we're going to look at. So on this on value change, we added the audio source script, and then we went to their manager, and then we set it to the set master volume float. So when I adjust these, it's actually adjusting these sliders from the audio mixer. So when it's reading off the, it gets the variables, whichever one is set to, it gets off the on value change. So this one starts programming the mixer, and then this is the initial audio, so it doesn't go below 0.05 because anything below that will drop it to 0. And this is where we start initiating the audio, and these ones are actually applying the volume to those parameters that we exposed. Yeah, not going below -80, and if else, it'll actually set the float to the mixer. Another thing, we did a player spawn. So now when the player dies, when he receives enough damage, it'll respawn more. I'll show this working in action. So we can see here, I'll take damage a bunch of times just to see where the player spawns and that the camera is now on this side of it. So we have 3 lives, and it'll just keep respawning here. Trying to do it again. And so it'll respawn the spaceship. And with that, we were able to move the camera along with it. Our game manager, for how we did that one, we have a player respawn here. And this will instantiate a new player prefab, and then the camera is able to follow onto the clone that it creates during it, and then it's a prefab, so all the same components that we added to that are able to continue on, so our health and everything still continues, and with the score, it doesn't reset it or anything like that. With our update HUD reference. And that's so far. So we have the sound for hitting, getting shot. The asteroids make sound as they pass you. The music screens, or the title screens, and all the menus have little sounds that play. And now we have a health respawner, a player respawner, and then this one will spawn out asteroids. It'll keep it as low as we can. So like this one has 3, this one has 10, but these ones spawn out a little faster because they only heal for 10. It's just different little things just to make the game more interesting. We have the bounding box so the player can't go off into Unity, never space over here. And now we have music to make it more interesting and fun with sound effects. Thank you.